Joe Biden and the defund the police Democrats have turned our once great cities into cesspools of bloodshed and crime. There's never been anything like it.
You know, we can't go one day without Joe Biden calling to defund the police. It's just defund the police, get rid of the military, radical old wacky Joe Biden and all that. Donald Trump wants this election to be about law and order because he thinks that if he terrifies enough people, then that's a good battlefield to him wages war on. He's not interested in the facts either. First of all, the police were not defunded. They weren't defunded even by a little bit, literally anywhere. Is there more crime than there was a few years back? Yes, I'll remind you, we're like 3 years into a pandemic. It's caused a few issues. I will also remind you that there were some of us who wanted policies to be enacted that could have probably allayed quite a bit of that increase in crime. I will also remind you that when Donald Trump says we've never seen anything like this before, that is very much not the case. There is far, far less crime than there was for decades and decades in America. But you would only know that if you cared to look, I suppose. Rayyvana, what do you think?
I mean, John, I think you're completely wrong. I live in Chicago, a city where we have defunded the police. I heard Tucker Carlson say it. I've heard all the Republicans running for office in the state say it. So it must be true, despite the fact that the police budget increased significantly during this last year. But no, I mean, it is silly, and you're exactly right. Like, they are claiming that, you know, crime is on the rise, but the rise is tiny. And in comparison to the crime rates in the 80s and the 90s, it is so significantly down. And again, no evidence that funding the police more would decrease crime, because they've been funding the police more and more and more every year. And there was a rise in crime from last year to this year. So funding the police didn't work. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to be accurate or have the facts in front of him, or even give a crap if he did have the facts in front of him, or be able to read them if they were in front of him. But it would just be nice for someone to be honest. So I guess that's what we're doing.